with informally on your laps. Without influence, your best ideas will fall on your laps. Competent leadership. Leadership comes with a set of skill. Just like I will not put thyroidectomy as the next case for a house officer. Hello, how many of us will do that? For a house officer working with you, your next case is a thyroidectomy. I say, hey, Dr. Johnson, have you finished your posting? No, sir, I'm with pediatrics. Have you done surgery? I've not done surgery, sir. But you're a doctor. Sir, yes, sir, I'm a doctor. The next case is a thyroidectomy. Please quickly fix it. It will be from surgery to morgue, and from morgue to court, and from court to jail. But we are doing this leadership every day. We are doing this with leadership every day. We are making terrible assumptions, horrifying assumptions. If he has been 20 years in civil service, he should know how to lead now. And the development of people is the highest calling of leadership. I said earlier, leadership must move from rhetoric to results by producing specific, quantifiable, progressive, positive shifts in the status. Actually, that's coming from the verb in leadership. Lead. If I'm doing this, you are all behind me. And I say, forward march. And I still was marking time at a position. You guys like a round leader. So lead says, you are the arrowhead, but you are creating a shift in their experience, the stakeholders' experience. And that shift is designed. That shift is clear. That shift is intentional. And that shift is formed into your tenure. So at the expiration of that tenure, you may not have gotten 10 over 10, but you can say, hey guys, we made the shift. We made the shift. So if the mobility rate or patient satisfaction level, how many of us have had to do patient satisfaction at our facilities? Patient satisfaction at a facility, if the satisfaction was 45 before, and through your 2-year tenure as a CMD, you play the ostrich, you did not repeat the patient satisfaction. Ketima Gobi, let me leave.